Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Gaming Grabs Play the Games video. Let's have a look at some of those games.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So welcome back everyone to another midweek Gaming Grabs Play the Games video. And we're kicking off this video with Smackdown on the PlayStation 1. So I picked this up off Music Magpie. It cost me, I think it was about £4.89, something like that. £3.89, can't remember exactly. But it wasn't a bad buy for that price. It's been a long time since I've played this. So yeah, I've not played it since picking it up again. But let's have a look and see what it's like. Classic Smackdown intro music. Such an amazing era for wrestling. Sort of the Attitude Era, just iconic in every way. Let's have a look at Smackdown the game though. So I've not played this, like I said, for a very long time. I was always more of a No Mercy or WrestleMania 2000 guy on the N64. I don't really remember that much about this. I can't remember who was on the roster for it, so let's have a quick look. All the usual names there. Steve Blackman made it in. Yeah, decent roster to be fair. Let's go with I'll be the Undertaker. And we'll go up against Triple H. I have no idea about the controls in this game. I genuinely couldn't tell you what the buttons do, but we'll button bash a little bit. Nice Titantron FMV entrances there. That's something you didn't really get in the N64 games, of course.
Is this on?
Interesting version of Triple H there. That's not the Triple H I remember. Okay, let's get into it. Excuse me. So yeah, so graphically it's not that bad, is it? I mean, it is a PlayStation 1 game, you've got to remember. I'm actually playing this through the PlayStation 2 just because the PS2 was hooked up. Moves around at a fair pace as well, to be fair. Whoops. Yeah, not quite got the hang of this yet. A bit frenetic, but then the Smackdown games were kind of quite sort of fast-paced and not quite as possibly sort of methodical as maybe the N64 games. I suppose the more you got into them, the more you learnt the controls and what each wrestler can do. It sort of became a bit more in-depth, perhaps. So Smackdown 2 also came out on the PlayStation 1. I think that was it for Smackdown games on the PlayStation 1. I think after that, that's when they moved on to the PlayStation 2 and you had Know Your Role and Shut Your Mouth and all the other Smackdown games on the PlayStation 2. Don't seem to be able to grapple much. There we go. But anyway, yeah, Smackdown, PlayStation 1. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so next up we have Star Wars Super Bombard Racing on the PlayStation 2. So this is a game which I assumed was not very good. But having seen some retrospective reviews, it actually reviewed alright when it came out. Personally, I'm not expecting too much. It's basically like a Mario Kart or maybe even Diddy Kong Racing kind of racing game with the Star Wars license slapped on top of it. I'm not expecting anything particularly in-depth or anything, but I'm willing to give it a go. Let's see what it's like. I've always thought actually like a Star Wars pod racing TV series might do quite well actually. Not like this of course, but yeah, I'd always assumed that this was not very good and it was just one of those kind of games they threw out while they had the license. But like I say, I'm always willing to give games a go, especially if you can pick them up cheap. So let's see what this is like. I'm going to go with Darth Maul. And this is Naboo Swamp. Okay, let's give this a go. Might take me a second or two to work out the controls. I'd imagine they're pretty basic, to be honest. Long loading screen here. So I got this from Music Magpie. It was about £4 something, I think it was. And that's why I gave it a go, because I thought at that price, let's grab it. Not a game you see out and about that often. Don't see it in CEX too much. Okay. Ooh. Actually, straight away I can tell it doesn't handle that bad. It's quite responsive actually. Yeah, very sort of Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing. Sort of these. So you get a boost with L1. Moves at a decent. Whoa! I was going to say it moves at a decent pace. Not sure what happened there. First tracks are always sort of relatively easy, aren't they? So it'd be slightly embarrassing if I don't actually finish first now, I guess. Now I've said that. Don't know if that was a shortcut or something. keep getting stuck behind bits of scenery, which is annoying. Yeah, I'm not going to finish in first place. Yeah, but you know what? That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Obviously aimed at kids, a bit more sort of a kids game, I guess. But yeah, pleasantly surprised with that one. Pleasantly surprised. So next up we've got Black and Bruised, which is a bit of a kind of cartoony boxing game. One I've seen around occasionally on the GameCube more than PlayStation 2, but this is the PlayStation 2 version, as you can see. I've always assumed it was kind of a bit like Punch-Out. Could be wrong though, might be more of a sort of traditional kind of boxing game perhaps. But we shall see. Again, I've not kind of read the instructions for this, or never played it before, so how I actually do in this game, we will find out. But yeah, I just like to have a quick look at these games after I bought them and see what I think. So we'll go straight into a one-player fight. A lot of characters to choose from. We'll go for the goth-looking girl. I'll tell you what, we'll have an old girl fight actually. Let's do that. The Daily Bruise. Knuckles Nadine versus Holly Vixen.
You must feel the need to bleed. I'm gonna ride you hard and put you way wet.
Okay, let's get on. So, alright, so it's kind of more like a almost traditional boxing game rather than Super Punch-Out. Well, at least I've figured out block straight away. It's weird because you don't actually use the D-pad or the directional buttons. The character just sort of moves around themselves by the looks of it. Oh no, there you go. Analog stick. That makes it a bit easier. Yeah, I'll be honest, there's a degree of button bashing going on here. It's alright though, actually, it's quite good fun. It's quite good for a PlayStation 2 game as well, to be fair. I think I'm about to get my first knockout. Oh dear.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a special move.
One,
Got her.
2, 3, 4.
Hey, little man. Eat my dust.
Round 2.
Yeah, actually, do you know what? This is alright. I don't mind this. Once you get used to the buttons and which buttons are punches, and yeah, it's alright. I think I kind of prefer like the Super Punch-Out arcadey kind of feel to that series, but Oh, knocked out again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm just admit the block button doesn't seem to do much.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm not sure I'm going to get up from that.
7, 8, 9.
No.
Knockout.
But yeah, that's not bad. Not bad fun. Black and bruised.
Kiss my pistons.
So next up we've got Mickey Mania on the Super Nintendo, which I'm quite looking forward to playing. I've never played this one before. I know it's a 2D platformer, obviously. Got this for £20, boxed, decent condition. Let's see what it's like. Got a fair idea. I do like World of Illusion and Castle of Illusion. I played Magical Quest at one point, a long time ago, but Steamboat. Oh, right, so is this like the original version of Mickey's Wild Adventure, which you can get on PlayStation? Yeah, it could be actually. Looks very similar anyway. I know that game's quite hard actually, so yeah, I think it is, isn't it? So this level's all done in sort of black and white, like the original cartoon, Steamboat Willie. Awkward loading times in between the levels. I know they said that the loading times were one thing that made it different between this and the Mega Drive version. It looks like it could be this version that had the longer loading times, possibly. And this is where you have to go back and ring, I think you have to ring all the bells or something on this building, if I remember right. It is very similar to the PlayStation version. I think it must be like a port of it, the PlayStation version was. Oops. Well, that was close. I think if I remember right, like the second level is a bit of a kind of haunted house type level, something like that. And if I remember right, this is almost like the boss of this level, and it's really annoying because those two boxes drop bombs and springs, which you have to destroy the cogs. Not possibly the most imaginative sort of boss battle, if you like, but It's more a test of patience than it is of sort of skill, if I remember right. Well, not sure what killed me then, I must admit. Yeah, there's one gone. Just don't seem to be able to hit that one. I don't know why I can't hit that. Keep missing it. Missed it again. Got it that time. For some reason I just can't seem to hit this last cog. Point of putting a spring all the way down there. I've died again. Oh, I didn't realise you could push the springs. That would have helped. Alright, I'll try that. Oh. Yeah, it's a quirky game, this. Oh my days. I can't believe I've not... Still can't hit it. Just obviously just not timing it quite right. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, well, that's Mickey Mania. I feel like I've played that game before in Mickey's Wild Adventure, which not disappointing. It's a decent addition to the SNES collection, so still quite happy to get it. So, lastly, we have Mass Effect Legendary Edition on the Xbox One. I had to include this on this video because, as many of you know, Mass Effect 2 is my favourite game ever, so I thought I'd include that on this video. I absolutely adore Mass Effect 2. I just think it's one of the best games ever made. It's my favourite game. Yeah, even just seeing these sort of loading screens now is making me sort of think I wouldn't mind trying to get into this game again and give it another run through. I've not played the Xbox One Legendary Edition version before. I've played the Legendary Edition trilogy on PlayStation, but I haven't played it on Xbox One yet. So yeah, I thought I'd have a quick look through the opening intro movie. One of the best intros, I think, to a game ever as well. Let's just jump straight into it. I won't talk too much over the intro, but it does look good, this edition, actually. I mean, the Legendary Edition was just a fantastic collection anyway, for the price that I picked this up for as well. $4.99 plus a little bit off that as well. Great buy, really.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
I have to say, I really love the score to this game as well. I nearly called it a film then. I'd love to see a live-action version of Mass Effect. I just think they would be immense. They could make it huge, really. Probably better as a series, potentially. There's the Normandy, which I've actually got tattooed on my arm.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's dead. Just like us if we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to. Oh no. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm.
Brilliant. I absolutely love that. Amazing stuff. So those were just a few of the games from the gaming grabs for the last week. So let's have a quick look again at those games. We had Smackdown on the PlayStation 1. Yeah, quite enjoyed that. Showing its age a little bit, I guess, now. I do think I've played Smackdown before, but I'm not 100% certain. Like I said, I keep saying I was always an N64 wrestling game fan, so I'm pretty sure I have played Smackdown before. But yeah, it's not that bad actually. I think it still looks alright, of its day obviously, but yeah, Smackdown, nice pick up that one. Then we had Star Wars Super Bombard Racing. I feared the worst, but was pleasantly surprised. I think I said that while I was playing it. Yeah, it's not actually that bad. Yeah, I mean, it's not got a huge amount to do with Star Wars, but well, no, that's a bit unfair possibly, because you know the track that we played on, or I played on, was sort of very Star Wars orientated, set on Naboo. No, I can't actually at the moment say anything particularly bad about that game. I was just surprised by it. It was half decent actually. So Super Bombard Racing. Then Black and Bruised, PlayStation 2. Yeah, not quite what I was expecting. I thought it was a bit more sort of Super Punch Out, but it was more of a sort of traditional kind of boxing game, just with sort of animated graphics rather than the sort of super realistic graphics. Yeah, the controls take a little bit of getting used to, but not bad. Quite enjoyed that game. Next up, Mickey Mania on the Super Nintendo. Suspiciously like Mickey's Wild Adventure on the PlayStation. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to make of that game. It was okay. I'm always on the lookout for adding sort of Super Nintendo games into the collection, so I am pleased to get that. I just feel like I have played that before, which is not a problem really, but yeah, not quite sure what to make of that one. I'll have to dive into that one a little bit more. And then last up was Mass Effect. So yeah, absolutely adore Mass Effect, so that was a great pickup for the price that I paid for that as well. I am very tempted now to go out and play Mass Effect 2 again. So yeah, probably will, to be honest. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that Gaming Grabs Play the Games video. Thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, if you can hit the subscription button, that will always be appreciated. And I'll see you for the next video. Thanks guys.